Somebody lift your hands and say underground. It was not dead. It was yet alive. It's like, but it was hot in there. Let's just start off there. There was condensation dripping from the roof on the floor. And people were like, you guys think I would be a good actress? Just asking. Not because I'm pretty, but because like I'm just a good actress. But no, seriously, there was like condensation dripping from like the pipes because we were underground in a basement at Triumphant Church on Riggs Road. Shout out to them. And yeah, people were like slipping. Not me, of course, only 5 times. But yeah, so underground. When I first got there, like the first of all, the line was just wrapped. And everybody's like, "Oh, this look like the CFP. Oh, this look like the DC Star. Oh, this look like a club." And I was just like, "Wait, CFE? I don't even know what those acronyms stand for, but I mean, whatever. The line's long if that's what you guys are trying to say." And like, the security lady had got there, and she was like, what'd she say? Oh, she said, split up into 2 lines, boys on this side, girls on this side. Like she was running stuff, running things, and like she was like, I'm gonna pat you down. Ain't nobody getting in here with no weapons. I don't like rat tail combs. And I was just back there like, oh man, I hope she doesn't make me take this thing off. She was like, I won't, baby, don't worry. I was like, oh man. She called me babe. That means she's like cool with me. That means I'm good. I can get in with anything. Let me just sneak this gun. No, but she was like doing good like security stuff. Like Gospel GoGo just got real. Like when she came around. So anyways, when I first got into the underground, like this guy was at a table and he had wristbands at the table, different color wristbands that said the underground. Duh, that's where we were. But yeah, and he didn't. I didn't see it, so I just looked straight at him because I mean you're blocking my pathway to getting to my destiny, which is the underground. So I was just looking at him, and he was like, "Pick your favorite band." And I was like, what? Please don't make me do this right now. And he was like, what's your favorite band? Pick your favorite band. Complimentary wristbands. Why you ain't say wristbands? You don't tell somebody who came to see 3 bands to pick their favorite band. Look at them straight in the eye. Shenanigans. And the other shenanigans was I couldn't go get my wallet out the car because they said no outies. What? Are we talking about belly buttons? No innies, no outies, no innies and outies, whatever. Like, and yeah, I was thirsty and like people kept offering me dollars, but I wanted to spend my own dollar on a ginger ale. Okay, I didn't want to take anybody else's dollar. So I just drank from the water fountain, whatever. And like, yeah, so they were serving Chick-fil-A, which is not Chick-fil. Really? Why do y'all say it like that? Shout out to Phil from CRB and Phil from Blind Faith. Yeah. But no, they were serving Chick-fil-A. Philly? Shout out to Philly. Anybody from Philly? But yeah, and the Elevated Vision was in there, and they was the first band. And let me just say, that worship was worshipy. Yes, and I like it because you guys didn't make it all like go-go-y and stuff, which is great. It was like pure worship. Their female singer, what's her name? I don't know. She's really pretty. Oh crap! What's her name? What's Elevated Vision's female singer name? Oh, Yana. I don't want to say her name wrong, but yeah, she sang. I worship you in the beauty of holiness. You are royalty. Yes, and I just wanted to throw something. You better sing, girl. And yeah, so it was real worshipy, and I loved it. Shout out to everybody who's on stage, Banga, Eric, Katie, everybody who in Elevated Vision, and their female singer. I don't want to mess up your name, but yeah, she sang that song, and I was, yeah, that was worship. Yeah, good job. I love y'all. Radical Praise was up there next, and they was all like, 3G, we get a laugh. That song cranks. I think it's called the Mob Anthem. I don't know, but shout out to the Mob. They were in there for a minute, and yeah. So shout out to Jay Hazel because he was on stage with Radical Praise doing the Mob thing, that Mob song, and he raps really fast and really cool. He was like, blah, 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 blah. Well, it didn't sound like that, but okay. So and I didn't even know he could rap. Like all I know of him from knowing him for like a year is like that he can sing. like really, really good, and he can rap really, really good. What is this shenanigans? Like, just awesome talent. Jay Hazel. If you don't know him, his name is James J Hazel Lane, I think, on Facebook. But yeah, look him up. He got music and stuff. But yeah, shout out to Radical Praise and Elevated Vision. Then we get to CRB. And it's like really, they did a Flyleaf cover. Flyleaf is like one of my favorite Christian rock bands in ever. Like, I didn't even know nobody was like really hip to them. I thought I was the only one. Maybe because I'm from Seattle. I don't know. Sorry, I know that sounded gross. But yeah. And like, yeah, they did All Around Me by Flyleaf. They did that cover. Megan killed it. She did. Yeah. And then they did Without You um by David Guetta and Usher. Like really, if David Guetta was gonna do a great song like that, he could have got somebody else to sing that. But anyways, I'm glad CRB covered it and made it like worship go-go-y, cause that was good. I already loved that song when it was worldly. Like I would lift my hands in worship to anything. Like I was worshiping the Beauty and the Beast at the movies with somebody who shall remain nameless because he doesn't want anybody to know that he went to see Beauty and the Beast with me. But I was worshiping like till as old as time. Yes. I worship to anything. It's like, but yeah. So Without You and CRB, and they did like all these old songs, and people was chopping, trying not to slip because of the condensation. Shout out to my mentor Erica. Shout out to Chop Band, Reversed P, because Christ had other plans, not the same plans, other plans. Yeah, y'all are clever. I like that. I like y'all logo too. Shout out to Chop Band. I saw No Weapon for the first time. They introduced themselves to me. So sweet, so nice. Young for Christ, P and B, Walk by Faith, P that P, Save Gang. I don't know who else was in there. It was a lot of bands. But yeah, shout out to everybody that was at the underground. I don't want this video to be longer than 8 minutes. 3G's little sister giving you the official. Oh, Vertical was in there. Did I say two and Stan and all them? Israel, ENT. Did I say that already? They was in there. Uh, yeah, and you know what else was in there was that condensation that came from the roof. Okay, 3G's little sister giving you this recap because the underground was good for real, minus the condensation.